Well, I'm JP Phaneuf. I'm a realtor with Royal LePage here in Chilliwack. I was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress delayed onset. And after the last 22 years of service, I've decided to kind of branch into a different field, formerly military, paramedic, firefighter, and law enforcement. The stressors that I've endured over the last 22 years have actually started way back in the mid-90s when I was in the military, when I was overseas in the Persian Gulf. There were several incidents that occurred there. But back then, it wasn't just something you talked about. And so I didn't really feel that I could keep going down that career path, so I decided to leave the military and I become a paramedic. And after 11 years, there were some trauma injuries that I went through that, and then most recently in law enforcement, I've experienced a few more in there. So it's the accumulation of all those items that have kind of hit home last year, and which was what triggered me getting help. It felt like I was in the bottom of a pit, and there was no light, no one was checking on me, nothing. It felt very lonely, because being in law enforcement and publicly acknowledging a mental health illness is a struggle because of the stigma that still is present. So my service dog, her name is Jenga. Very aptly named from the puzzle game. Those that don't know, Jenga is a puzzle game of blocks, and it's like a tower, and if you pull out the wrong block, everything comes crashing down. And that was truly how my life was going. And so Jenga came into my life, and we started training, and it just made a world of difference, because I'm never alone when I have her. She's always watching me and watching my back, and when my anxiety increases, this is what she does. She's just there. She puts pressure on me. She interrupts my behavior. She lets me know that if I just focus on the here and now, everything's going to be okay. I wish 20 years ago someone would have shared their story when I was starting down this path, and I may have gotten treatment sooner. You always had to be that warrior and be strong. So I think that needs to change. I think you can still be strong, yet talk about the things that are bothering you. I really want to try to connect with the decision makers and the management and the leaders in these organizations to let them know that the old adage of managing the employee number rather than the employee has to change. A lot of my issues have stemmed from not having things addressed very quickly and appropriately, and then subsequently then I struggle with not trusting the organization, not trusting the management teams or whatnot. So it's just to try to implore on them to think about the bigger picture and kind of connect from a humanity standpoint rather than just strictly a financial standpoint. I didn't ask for these things to happen to me. I didn't ask, my family didn't ask. So all we want is to get help and to move forward. So.